Alright, well, I got another hand-me-down jet that's never been built. Looks like it's probably from the 90s, judging on the instruction booklet in Chinese. President of the flying field gave this to me. It's been sitting idle for quite a few years. So let's check it out. Pretty nice from the looks of things. Looks like a single servo for the ailerons. Definitely old school setup. What I found interesting is there's no rudder on this model. It has two elevator shafts tied together that go to one servo. So it's an aileron only model. No rudder. Got a nice canopy. It's pretty cool. So I'm guessing I don't know if that's 50 or 60 millimeter. Kind of looks small, like it's probably a 50. Let me grab one and let's check it out. Alright, well, I'm not even sure what size my fan is here. I think it's a 50. That actually fits down in there pretty good. And it's got a foam cover piece. So yeah, it's that size, whatever that size is. I'm new to these ducted fans. So the inside is where the wing must bolt. I don't know what that's all about. I'll figure it out. Yeah, it's got to be a wing bolt there. Pretty flimsy nose cone. Hey, but whatever works. Let's see what's in here. I can't get that out. So there's that piece. So that'll cover the ducted fan up. So that's cool. But yeah, there's nothing on YouTube about this model. It's one way you know it's old. The no rudder is, maybe that's normal for these ducted fan jets, I don't know. It doesn't want to sit upright. There we go. So that ought to be pretty neat. I ordered a new ducted fan unit for it. Now I'm wondering if I ordered the right one. And here's the tail, no rudder. Strange. Alright, well, I'm going to get to putting it together. Well, I wasn't expecting this, but these are actually hinged. You can see the reflection. It's really hard to see. So, I mean, that's a bonus, I reckon. I don't think they're pin hinges, but I really can't tell. I'm using my own control horns because they're white. The ones that came with it are black for the elevator. Alright, well, elevator And this was real fun. That linkage right there was really difficult to get in there. Super tight. And yes, always use fuel tubing to secure your clevises, especially in the really hard to reach places. Never quite seen a rudder servo setup for a nose gear that way, but okay. I think I might put a second servo up here and make a rudder for the fin, even though it doesn't call for one. And then I'll just pigtail the two rudder servos together and see if I can get it to work like that. All right, onto the wing. That's it for the fuselage until we get the motor. Well, in the instructions, it just gives you a picture of what to do. It doesn't really tell you what to do. So I think I got the ducted fan in there right. That's a 4900 kV RPM motor that was off of the Rainbow jet. This jet's lighter than that thing, so I know it'll work. I'm just gonna tack it in there with a little bit of glue and put the cover on so I can take it back apart. I have a bigger motor coming, so I may put a bigger one in it after I fly it with this one. But you have to cut this little hole here in the little channel and fish your wires. If I get my camera, it just won't quite look right there. If you can see them down there, you gotta fish your wires through that tunnel that the push rods go through and cut a hole and bring them out. And it fits snug. It's 50 millimeter for sure. Can't go any bigger, I don't think. I'm not sure you'd want to. So I'm gonna tack glue that in there, and that covers the motor. Well, it calls for these little scoops to be put in here. I don't know. I guess they give that tunnel some air. Once the canopy's on, you're not gonna have much airflow through that. These scoops are plenty big, I think. I also extended my ESC battery wires, so that's all done up and nice and pretty. So I'm gonna glue these vents in, then I'm gonna make myself a foam box that my battery will sit in and strap down somehow. Not sure yet how. There's no balance instructions in the manual, so balancing it's gonna be tricky. So I guess we'll find out when we go fly it. It might be a real short flight. All right, well, she's all finished up. Got the scoops on. I got my foam inside that sandwiches the battery so tight that it won't slide around, hopefully. As long as the canopy doesn't come off, we should be good. That's it. Now it's time to go fly it. Hey, thanks for watching. 93 to 96% of you aren't subscribed, so if you could subscribe, that would be great. Then we could do this full time. Keep an eye out for the test flight coming soon.